Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Hamilton, and this is a special treat. I'm going to have holes 1 through 7 of Pro out on the first day, very early, but that's probably all that I have time for today, as I was able to play 7 holes before I have to head off to work. So, like I said, I'll cover holes 1 through 7 for you. Got lots of drops to show you, and let's go ahead and get this party started. Just keep in mind, if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. It would definitely mean a lot to me. And then secondly, if you do like my content, please take a moment to hit that thumbs up button before you leave and give the video a like. That would be super awesome as well. All right, hole number 1, we are going to play a shot that we have played before on this course. But the thing about it is, it's not the easiest shot out there, as it is, I guess, kind of technical. But I think it's the best way for us to get the eagle to drop. Now, I was able to get this shot perfected in practice mode, which is what practice mode is for. But unfortunately, when it came to the real deal, of course, I hit a great right on both of my accounts. And I was very, very frustrated. Definitely birdie. You're going to get the birdie no matter what you do. But, I was just a little bit disappointed that I didn't get it on both. But that's enough talking. Let's go. All right. 10% at max. And then we're going to push up depending on the wind strength, okay? You're probably going to get winds in the 7s to 8s. Well, I know you're going to. 7s to 8s. If it's in the 7s, I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. 10% at max. And then what we're going to do is go 2 bars of side spin to the right. And we're going to go like 3.9 top. Now, I am stretching my club up to max, as you can see here. And I'll show you what my aim point is real quick here. I'll show you what I'm aiming at when I'm stretching up to max. Okay, so when I stretch to max, you see that bush right there? You see how I'm like kind of almost in the middle, like middle right? That is my aim point. So that's what I'm looking at when I set this shot up, that little bush right there. Now, besides that, we're going to make our wind adjustment. Like I said, 10%. You can even look right here. Here's another good aim point as well. Take a look at the red ring. Notice how it's like right at the back of that tree. It's almost perfectly aligned with the back of that tree. We make our adjustment, okay? And then I'm not going to push it up to max all the way. I leave it 2 yards short of max. And now here we're going full overpower with half a ball of curl to the right. If your wind is in the 8s, you're going to leave it about 4 to 5 yards short. As you can see here, we get nicely onto the back of the fringe. Now, if you don't want to take that shot, I totally understand. You would actually play this one very similar to the way that we played it in the qualifying round. So you could go to my qualifying round video and then see, the shot that's there. But I think in this wind angle, we can get to green. You just need to hit perfect. Don't hit a great right. It's definitely possible. And I know it feels like a lot, so just remember, let's watch it one more time at full speed. Okay, 10% at max. We're going to go, just under 4 top, and then we're going to go 2 right. All we're going to do after we apply our spin is we're just going to find our landing position. Okay, that's it. I'm just going over that bush right there. Look at the red ring. Now from here, everybody, it's a normal thing. So you can go really fast. You can go 10%. That's easy. And then all we're going to do is push this up. We know that the plus 30 is like the max distance of the berserker. So we just leave it a few yards short. If the wind is higher, leave it a couple yards shorter as well. It's either the plus 30 or the plus 31 is the max. But we don't want to go all the way, because when I was pushing it back up to max, I was going too far and then going into the rough on the top here. So that's why we don't push it all the way back up to max. That's hole number 1. I think it's a fun shot, so why not give it a try? All right, hole number 2, I can't get this thing to drop. I tried the bounce over shot. I tried the rough bump shot. I can't get this thing to do anything. I even tried to offset it to the left here. All we're doing is a little bit more than 1 bar left side spin. You know, maybe we need more, but this is also a very, very narrow part of, well, this is, I guess, the fatter part of the rough, but it's still a narrow path of rut should be playing in. But you'll see here, like, I don't really have a lot for you on hole number 2, as for some reason I'm just struggling on this hole, and I really got tired of practicing it. It's really not a problem hitting the rough with a perfect ball, but I just keep missing this thing to the right, and I keep missing it by a mile. You know, so maybe you can tweak hole number 2. Maybe you got a better shot. I don't know. But I got some good stuff the rest of the way here for you. Hole number 3. Again, we're going with basically the same type of shot that I played in the qualifying round, as we're getting very, very nice wind here. We can use a kingmaker here. I just like to side spin to the left. We don't normally use a kingmaker in tailwind. You can absolutely use yourself a Titan. That's no problem at all. A little bit more than 5 top, 3 bars of side spin to the left. And here I'm just aiming in the middle of the rough whenever I point out to max. I make my adjustment here. Lower level apox, you'll want to push back up to max, all right? Apoc 5s and 6s, you've got plenty of power to take this shot off. You saw here, full OP, full curl to the left, and we are trying to hit perfect. Again, we are trying to hit perfect on this shot, but you'll see here we come up the fairway very nicely, a ton of yards. Again, lower level apox, push your rings back up to max. Here we go. We're going to go with the Guardian shot. We're going to try to find this funnel. We're going to go full back, 1 bar of side spin to the left. Now here, as you can see, we're aiming significantly left of the pin. You'll kind of need to take a note of my landing position to try to get this one in the hole for you, because I just barely miss. So you can see here where I'm aiming. You can see the top dark green square in which I'm in. They're just really hard to count because we got these shadows from the trees in the way, so it's hard for me to give you that super fine detail. But here, you know, I hit a perfect ball, and we come super close to getting this thing to drop in. We catch this nice little funnel. We unfortunately just kick right here, just to the right-hand side a tad, and I think that's probably as close as you can get without it falling into the hole. So very, very close on hole number 3. Hole number 4. All right, this one really got on my nerves. I thought I had this one. I really did. After I practiced it, I thought I knew the green square I needed to aim on. 3 bars of side spin to the left combined with 1 top. That I really like. That's easy. 1 top, 3 right. Look at that. White ring on the rough, just like this. And then, you know, the other reference point here is we can take a look at the shadows of the tree. We've got our yellow ring above that. So the bottom of the yellow ring is right there on the shadows. If you get this set up correctly, here's what I'm looking for. Okay, I was looking for the green square at the very end of my ball guideline. It might be hard to see while you're watching this on whatever you're watching on, but there is a light green square up there. I am aiming dead in the corner, the bottom right-hand corner of that light green square, and I really thought, like, I had this one down. It's super duper close. You guys might be able to get it. But here we're going to make our adjustment. Okay. Now, this is the other part to this. You have to use curl on this hole, and we're going to curl this until the right edge of our ball basically touches that blue target zone. You know, the curl is going to depend on wind strength, so it's really hard to get, you know, like a duplicatable hole-in-one when you're using curl. But look at this. I just used too much curl, and it was right there. So the thing that we could do differently is we could add a smidge more topspin, because if we add a smidge more topspin, then that ball would come in a little faster, so it wouldn't have as long to break to the right. That's what I would do. So what I would do is I would find the landing spot. I would find that green square with 1 top and 3 right, and then as soon as you find that, then I would redo my spins I would keep the 3 right spin and go like 1.1, 1.2 top, and you gotta be really close. I mean, you know, some of these holes I'm super duper close on. So here we go. We're gonna go here to hole number 5. Hole number 5, this is really a great chance for an eagle. I was really surprised that neither of my opponents picked it up. I'm gonna go with the rock. I'm gonna go 4 top, 3 right, and then here I'm gonna aim with my red ring up on the rough line, just like that. Ball guideline pointing down the center of the fairway, just like this. That looks good. Make my adjustment for the wind. Reach back. Perfect ball. And this thing comes up the fairway really nicely. And that's going to leave us for shot number 2. Shot number 2, 0% at mid. We are trying to find the funnel. The first thing I want you to do is apply your spin. I want you to go with about 2 bars of side spin to the left, and then a little bit of backspin, more than likely. So just like this. 2 left, a little bit of backspin. Not too much, though. But just, you want to find that funnel by wiggling your ball guideline around, just like that. You'll see here I'm aiming dead center of the cup. We make our adjustment for the wind. Perfect ball. And as long as you're in that funnel, this ball is going to drop for you. This one I dropped, you know, left side. Other account was dead center. So I really like our chances to pick up a shot on hole number 5. Hole number 6, 10% at max. We're going to go here with, you know, 6 to 7 bars of top spin, depending on how much you have. And 2 bars of side spin to the left, just like that. If you have an extra mile 8, I would maybe use a little bit of overpower, but not a ton, okay? We don't want to accidentally clip the front rough and get stuck. But the thing is here, we do want to get some yards on this drive. Yards are important if we're going for the albatross. Perfect ball. And you'll see here, we have room for overpower for you that are playing with a lesser level extra mile. And we leave some room here at the top. But really, like, this yard range is going to be awesome because we're going to be at a mid-distance shot rough bump. And I'm playing at minus 5%. We're going to go with 3 bars of side spin to the right. That's how we always attack this hole. I've got 1 bar of top spin. 3 right, 1 top. Now look here. Kind of notice where I'm aiming. You'll notice that the blue ring is almost tucked in the corner pocket of the rough. And I've got the ball guideline going directly into the hole. You get a really good look at it right there. Again, minus 5% at mid. Perfect ball. Unfortunately, we just lost a little bit of steam coming out of that fringe. So, you know, maybe some overpower here would help. It's harder to aim pin high on this hole because you can still roll down short. So really, it's a situation where we might have to use a click of overpower to try to get that ball to keep its speed. That's about the only suggestion that I have. And then hole number 7. Now, hole number 7, I'm going to show you a couple different shots here, okay? I don't think I want to start with this one. This one I want to start with? Hold on. One of these shots I messed up. Yeah. All right. I'm going to show you this shot first. This is the good shot. All right. We're going to go power slice here. And notice the wind is 6.8 miles per hour. And I'm in practice mode, as you can see. But 6.8 is too much wind because we can go too long into the top rough. So you're going to see that I switch balls here. And I'm going to go with the Kingmaker. So, and the only time I use grids is when I'm lining these things up in practice. And I had to hurry up and get to work, so all I've done is practice. But I'm counting the rings, you know, so that you guys don't have to. The nice part about this is once I make my adjustment is we actually have a pretty sweet landing spot to look at. If you take a look here, look at the white ring. It's just right to the left-hand side of that lamp post. So, you know, I think that's going to be a pretty good frame of reference if you're using a lesser mile, lesser extra mile, you might need to be a smidge more to the right than that. But, you know, this is something that I would definitely take to practice if I were you, and make sure you got this down if you have a different level extra mile. So that's a full power shot, full OP, full right curl. Try to get that arrow as far to the right as possible. Shot number 2, I play 0% at mid. I like this shot much, much better with the thorn. So here, 2 bars of side spin to the left. Very important because this green here has an aggressive roll from left to right. Here I make my adjustment. I actually adjusted this one 10% at mid. Notice that I put 0% at mid on the graphic because that is how you want to play this hole. I did make this, but boy, just barely did I sneak that into the right-hand side. We want to take less rings on our adjustment here, okay? So 0% is how we want to play that one. Now, I've got this other replay to show you here. Yeah, 5.8 mile per hour wind, okay? So this one I do decide to take with the Titan. And we're going to go 2 bars of side spin to the right, combined with, again, a little bit more than 4 bars of top spin. Your top spin can vary depending on wind strength. Obviously, I did a little bit more here just because I'm only at 5.8 wind. Okay, this time, you know, counting the rings, my white ring is a little bit more inside the lamppost. So, you know, maybe I miscounted. I don't know. It's hard to count for me. That's why I don't do these shots too often. But this is just one that we've had in tournaments past that I had an old school replay of. So it was slightly different wind angle, which is why I had to practice it. But it ended up working out either way. Now, this one we're going to take with our end bringer, okay? That's why I wanted to show you this one. I really don't like this shot. So I'd rather take it with the thorn, but here we're in end bringer range. So you're going to notice I have to figure out the spin. I don't like the back spin at all. And then I hate taking an end bringer shot with top spin, but it's almost like we have to put a little top on here to get it to go to the hole. So a little bit of top, a little bit more than 1 bar left side spin. I'm offsetting to the left-hand side of the cup as well, just because of how this green rolls. Make our wind adjustment here. We hit a perfect ball, but I didn't adjust it enough. So as you see, that happens right there. So that gives you a couple different looks at it, but I think that's a fun way to play. You know, I know I took a lot of aggressive shots here on our first 7 holes, but, you know, the wind angles give us the ability to do so, and I did find it fun. I hope you found this helpful. Please subscribe. Please hit the thumbs up, and I will talk to you early tomorrow morning for the rest of Pro.